Mate, are you trying to be depressed? Are you trying to be a miserable person? You need to stop comparing yourself. I used to compare myself all the time, and it just made me feel so miserable, so insecure, low self-esteem. It used to take out all the energy out of me, and I just never felt any motivation to do anything because I just felt like I'm never going to achieve these things that other people can achieve. I'm not good enough. And I just kept comparing myself, and it was a cycle, freaking depression and comparison, and never being good enough, and never actually thinking I'm gonna be able to do anything with my life. And it's just made me miserable, man. It's just a recipe for disaster, a recipe for depression, a recipe for sadness. Like, what's the point? Are you trying to make yourself sad? Are you trying to make yourself miserable? It's almost like you're trying to do it, like you're doing it on purpose, and that shouldn't be the case. I definitely think you should stop comparing yourself to other people. I used to compare myself. I still do it, not to the extent I used to do it, but I still do it, and it just makes me miserable. And we need to stop doing that. Just there's always going to be someone prettier. There's always going to be someone who's better looking. Always going to be someone who makes more money. So forget about comparing yourself to other people. Start comparing yourself to who you were a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago. Look at the improvement in your life. Look at where you're headed, mate. And that's when you actually can get somewhere. That's when you can actually achieve something. Is when you actually stop comparing yourself to other people and start comparing to yourself, in your past. Like who were you a couple of months ago? Who were you a couple of years ago? I bet you were, nowhere near what you are now. I bet you've improved so much. And that's just the way it should be. We should stop trying to make ourselves miserable. It's almost like we're trying to do it on purpose, and that shouldn't be the case. Stop doing that, man. It's just not worth it. You are good enough. Compare yourself to yourself. Try and become a better version of yourself. And mate, there's no limit for you. There's no limit for you. And that's just the truth.